Imagine working just 4 hours a day while getting paid for 8. A world where you can essentially complete the same amount of work in just half the time. Heaven, right? Or what if we turn this into a fitness challenge? For every minute you work out, you get to rest for the same amount of time. Insane, right? And to make matters worse, I set myself a goal to ride to a town just under 50 miles south of Perth, Western Australia. Like cycling from San Francisco to San Jose. A journey which should take about 4 hours on a normal bike. My bike? Different story. Making things a little more interesting. Waking up at 7 AM and a 6 PM deadline means I'd have to work out for at least 5.5 hours. Normal day for someone like Chris Herrier. Plus, it just so happens to be one of the warmest days this winter, which should make things easier, right? Wrong. Let me tell you why. But first, morning routine, about 50 reps in total, working every muscle in the body. And a 30-minute walk to finish, giving me a buffer to hopefully complete this challenge. Next is the number one thing I look forward to every single morning, the infamous choc banana oat smoothie. And it might be the only thing I enjoy today. I've just come home from my walk, done about 30 minutes of active time. Fast forward 30 minutes and I'm thrown into this challenge, like a drunko being thrown out of a club. But sometimes it's the only way to ever get yourself to do what you're afraid to do. And surprisingly, I was quite relaxed, not knowing what was actually in store for me later today. The plan: get there using one of the most inefficient bikes that ever existed, and home by nightfall. The risk: pop a tire, passing out, or better yet, get a cramp on the highway while cars go 60 miles an hour, just inches away from me. And a fundraiser is held every year, where thousands of individuals ride from Perth to Mandurah over 2 whole days. And apart from my last 24-hour challenge, where I rode a total of 2 hours, I have no track record in riding such an Olympic distance, yet setting myself this insane challenge to complete in under 24 hours. Alright, first little pit stop here. I've burnt 194 calories. I've done about an hour so far of active time. If I'm gonna get there before 6 PM, I'm gonna have to go now. It's funny how every cyclist looks like this. We're at an exit called Canning Highway. 50 minutes in, 251 calories burnt. I don't know how I'm gonna go, because my butt is starting to hurt. I'm not sure where to go. This is the craziest thing ever, but I did not pack any food. I literally just forgot. No fruit, nothing. I just had a smoothie. And that's like 400 calories. So for the entire day, I don't think I'm gonna have many calories at all. I hope this is the right way. Is this the freeway here? Is this the freeway this way?
Yeah.
Thank you. Holy moly, look at this. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, boy, let's go. Woo! I'm getting used to my butt being kind of sore. It's not numb yet. Another hill coming up. Oh, another hill. Another day, another hill. Alright, so I kind of feel it in my legs right now. The further you go out from the city, the nicer the cyclists become. On that sign, it just said 58 kilometers to go. That's insane. It's like I've only gone a third of the way. And you might think that this hill is nothing, but imagine riding this bike, one of the most inefficient bikes. It's cheap, but it looks good, but looks can be deceiving. That was like the longest hill ever. I've ridden an hour and 44 minutes. Crazy, I've burnt 516 calories. So I just passed a shopping center. That takes about 20 to 30 minutes to drive to. Mandurah takes about an hour. So I'm about halfway there. And it's only 11:33 right now. I am super surprised. I think I'm on track though, for the most part. Butt's kind of sore right now. Just gotta wriggle around and deal with it, yeah? It might be the last sign of civilization I see for a while. I don't really want to stop. Feels like I got a slight wedgie. Just keep going. I might regret it later. I'm just thinking about the end, the destination. Mandurah, baby. I'm coming for ya. Lost trolley. I'm not sure if that's a sign of life. There's another. What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful that I get to spend this time challenging myself. I get to ride a bike, I get to have my day off, I get to enjoy the outdoors, I get to film and make a video. What are you grateful for? Or what do you believe you get to do today, rather than have to? Looks tall. Looks insane. So right now it's around 12 p.m. I've burnt 700 calories purely from riding the bike. That's almost double what I had for breakfast. It's gonna be a big one tonight. So far so good. The only thing that's bothering me a little bit is my butt. The fact that my butt is kind of numb. But yeah, I'm having to like wriggle around and stand up and just change my position. There's cows. Oh my God. I'll save you one day. I will, I swear. My eyes. Too much sun maybe? Let's keep on keeping on. Something on my arm. Woo! Scared me a little bit. My eyes, like too much dust or something. I feel like there's spider web on my arm. Where does it come from? Okay, so I've just added a stop. It's gonna be like a 20-minute detour. I might even stop for lunch. There's a Subway there, thank goodness. But the funny thing is, every now and then it'll say GPS lost. So I'm hoping my connection is gonna be okay. Just in case, you know? My butt. Definitely feels like a slow grind trying to get to the next stop. It's like the slightest uphill, but it looks flat. Very deceiving. This is legit destroying me. I swear I've been riding uphill for the last 5 to 10 minutes. And my legs are just burning non-stop. Surely there's gonna be a reward at the end of this. It's been almost 4 hours since my last meal. Let me give you a quick update. I've burnt 973 calories. I've ridden 3.5 hours. It's around 120 right now. Anyways, just finished my Subway. This is the first stop you've been waiting for. Big ass windows. So we've been waiting on the roof. They just haven't had anyone put it on. Patience is key. But is it really? Does patience really hold the key to achieving our biggest goals and dreams? With about 2 hours to go until I reached the final destination, I was inches away from calling it quits. Not once, but more times than I have fingers. Moments where I looked ahead and all I saw was a long, straight gravel road that was seemingly never ending. Moments when all I could think of was a glass half empty in every aspect of my life. Desperately hoping for a sign to indicate the end to this pain. But despite a multitude of pit stops, I managed to dig deep and overcome what my younger self would deem impossible. And after almost 9 hours and over 6 exhausting hours of cycling, it was finally time to head home. At least that's what I hoped would happen sooner. Until I've literally stopped 7 minutes away from the train station. My legs are killing and there's a hill, so I'm gonna have a break first. Can't tell, but my legs are a little bit jittery. Feels like forever. Another 7 minutes, baby. Getting to the train station to catch a ride home was one thing. But a full day of travel and a struggle I haven't felt in what seemed like almost a decade. Finally getting to sit down, knowing I was for certain headed home, was pure bliss. And as always, having consumed almost 2,000 calories, less than what I'd burnt up until now. Check out my hat here though. What may be leftovers for most, to me, was a meal fit for a king. And because all you saw was just a fraction of what I actually went through. Bro, it's a struggle. There's one key lesson I want to share with you. Whether you want to apply this to your mindset or learning a new skill, like meal prepping or muscle ups, one day you'll look back and realize how far you've actually come. By improving just 1% every day over time, you achieve what you never thought was possible. And if you know the number one thing you want to achieve right now, but you're not quite ready to take the next step, click over to watch me try and burn every calorie I eat for 24 hours. The question is, should I go to my next stop first or eat? Ride your bike! I did jump a little.